everybody, and welcome to another episode of the PhazeCast. It's me, Joe, and this is...
I'm Eric.
Boom.
I got bleach on my Reading Rainbow shirt.
Why do you have like a single dot of bleach on your Reading Rainbow shirt?
Oh, I've been pouring liquid chlorine into the pool, and it got on my shirt.
Oh, you gotta do it shirtless like Ken would.
I know, you're right. I should. You know, the thing is...
You can't talk anymore about it.
No,
be careful.
Is Reading Rainbow SAG-AFTRA? Probably LeVar Burton.
It's probably SAG-AFTRA because it was a television show.
Yeah, and LeVar Burton is definitely part of the union.
Yeah. Speaking of SAG-AFTRA, and people who are part of the union, I guess I don't want to call them out, but at the same time, I saw this hard correct and laughed. So Stephen Amell, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Actor.
Yes.
Okay, good. You've seen it. Good. I know him from Arrow and his wrestling show Heels. I liked him as an actor a lot, actually. I think he's a really good actor. When he wasn't striking, it was weird. Apparently, he's one of the very few people who said we shouldn't strike when he voted. So he decided to not strike. But I think he tried to promote material.
Yes, he was on a show.
And And everyone's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, listen, I think... And he said a thing. Got flamed to hell for it on the internet. And now there's that picture of him walking around the strike line. It looks like he's just thinking about everything the internet and his agent probably yelled at him as he's holding that sign.
Yeah, he looked defeated for sure.
Yeah. You're part of a union, bro! If you lost the vote... Here's another thing. You lost the vote that you're all part, you're striking. You don't get to choose not to do it. You got to just choose to go against the democracy just because you didn't like what the outcome was. Anyway,
dude, I went to Prescott the other day, speaking of that, and staring intensely at the screen. And there was a guy... Okay, so the last time that we went to Prescott was, in 2021. And, it was still, 100% masks and stuff. And there was a protest going on of, maybe 10 people that all had flags that were like, Trump won, stop the steal. Which is always funny to see. But then when I went again, there was still one guy. There was one guy left. He was out there. With a big flag.
Listen, man, you're allowed to say what you want. You're allowed to protest.
I think that guy's just lonely because he was just finding people to talk to.
Community is important, Eric. Community is important.
I just thought, that guy must just need someone to talk to. I guess that's his way of doing it.
Yeah.
He should get on a singles meetup or something instead. Speaking
of a singles meetup, let me talk to you. Let me tell you, Joe's been hitting the scene. He's been going on some dates, and I am doing my darndest and my hardest to try to care.
It's hard.
Because here's the thing, right? I went to a movie, because I think a movie is a safe thing to go to for a date. Because afterwards we went and got drinks and a coffee. By the way, in my opinion, movie dates only work if you go do something after, so that way you have a safe topic to talk about.
Yep. Yeah.
We talked about a movie. Cool. Watched a movie. Let's sit down, talk about it, have a drink, relax, and. Oh, boy. So I watched a certain movie that involved a lot of pink, and afterwards the discussion I had with my date was just how men ain't shit. And blah, blah, blah. And the terminology, you're one of the good ones, was used.
Ooh,
and
I don't know about that.
And that was I don't think that was the point of the movie. And also, that phrasing is never good. There is no good way to use "you're one of the good ones."
No, they really no.
Never is. It's the most insulting things
You don't want to be
anybody.
on a pedestal like that either, because
because that's not correct.
because you're not.
Oh.
Exactly. So is there going to be a second date?
No, there's not.
It's okay, man.
Absolutely not. I just had rough steps. But yeah, that's listen, for those out there dating right now, it's fucking hard. It's weird, right? And also, I'm looking for this too, and it's fine, but nobody's like looking. Everyone's just like, hey, we enjoy each other's time. Let's continue to enjoy each other's time, but not commit. Which I'm fine with for the most part. Except they start acting like they're committed. And I'm like, what the fuck are we... Well, I don't know what we're doing anymore.
I think that's also different as you get older, too. Because it's like, I'm running out of fucking time, man. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, but like, you can say that. But if you're going to say it, say it. I don't want to... I don't play fucking games. Yeah. You know? Yeah. I'm just tired of that. I'm tired of that. I think... Listen. We're not doing the whole as you get older, you run out of time thing. Listen, someone pointed out to me that the first season of Friends, they were all like 26, 27. We have so much time.
They also had that.
We have so much time
in New York, though. So
they did, but also, yeah, but like they didn't figure out their love lives till what, season 5, 6?
Like the last season, I feel.
Yeah, and that's like 10 years. So I've got to like at least in my mid-30s. I'm only 31. We got time to do shit. I don't know. Yeah. You're not thinking right. You gotta think about that. Eric, your TV show only started when you turned 27. How I Met Your Mother, Friends, they were all that young. We're good.
I haven't had to think about that in so long, so...
No, that's true. You're married and have a kid already in a house, and...
I haven't dated since I was 24. So...
I mean, I like to... Oh, God, this is going to sound so fucking cheesy. I feel like just because you're married doesn't mean you're not dating.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's still different to like.
You haven't gone into like.
Person.
Yeah, that's different too.
I learn new things about my wife every day.
That's the thing, yeah. Like, there's no way you can ever know.
They're usually strange things, and I love it.
You guys, I've said this before. You guys are insufferably cute together. Sometimes.
Thank you.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, you're a very lucky man. And you know what? Here's the thing. I'm going to say it, Eric. Don't get this to your head. She's a very lucky woman.
Oh, well, that is a reach, but... What did I learn? She hung up a weird clown in our bathroom the other day.
You guys have done that before.
Yeah, actually, you were the first.
Let me talk to you.
Yeah.
Fuck. They fought. So this is a while back. We were a lot younger. Erica. That's not your Eric. Eric and Yannicka. I combined your names. Erica, the both of you together, got a house and had invited us over to hang out. And I was excited because like, cool, I got a house. We're going to fucking get a few drinks in, play some rock band, do our normal shit. And halfway through, I'm like, oh, guys, do you guys have a bathroom? Never before have I seen Yannicka's eyes light up and go, oh, we do have a bathroom. It's right there, Joe. It's just right there. And I'm like, okay, thank you. I go into this horrid bathroom. I can't even remember all the things I saw. Paint the world a picture.
Let me try to paint the picture here. Oh. So my favorite part of that bathroom was that there was a little like ceramic head of a man, and he was wrapped in wire and cracked around the chin. And he was hanging on a rope, and he was hanging in such a way that when you if you pooped, he would just kind of hit you.
And he knows. And for those of you who know, of course I had to sit down. It wasn't a number one.
There were two picture frames that we got at Goodwill, and each of them had a slightly different size picture of this Zac Efron looking muscly guy who was sitting there like this, and he was on a table that would look at you as you pooped. and there were paintings that we did of different creatures using the toilet. There were pictures of toilets and then weird little guys on them on the wall. Man, I don't remember what else is in there.
Definitely something clown related. I feel something was looking at me.
There was a really it was like a Halloween circus clown lenticular fucking thing. Where as you walked by, it became like an evil clown.
This was the bathroom, and I had to sit there and just be surrounded by it.
So we've gone a little more mild now because we have like. I don't know.
No. I want to finish the last bit.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's after I had washed my hands and left. Mm-hmm. I go out, and Yannika's waiting outside the bathroom. And she's like, "Oh, Joe, did you enjoy your time?" And I'm just like, what the fuck? And to be fair, this is like the third time I've hung out with Yannika at that point. And I was just, the first two, she's pretty quiet. And I'm like, I don't understand their relationship, but I know they have a house now. I walk out, I see that, I'm like, I get it. All of this makes sense now. I'm happy for you both.
Yeah, we've got a little more mild now in our old age, but there still is a weird picture of Abraham Lincoln behind the toilet, so he either watches you pee or shower. There's a clown painting that looks kind of like me. Have you seen that one?
No.
Oh, God, it's awful.
I mean, usually when I think of a clown, I think of you.
It's like a sad clown, and he looks too much.
That's exactly the kind of clown I think about.
I know. That's why I hate it, because it's like looking in a little mirror. And then there's a clown, and he only hangs up there if we're having company. But he's sort of like choking in a net, and he does touch you if you poop.
I don't sort of stop that. I hate that. Why do you do this? I just want to. That should be the most protected and peaceful part of my day.
I know. That's why it's great, because it's like you never expect it in the bathroom.
That's true. But
you can't argue with like the Abe Lincoln, because if somebody, you know what I mean, it's subtle enough now where like, I mean, aside from the clown that hangs, but he's only up there when certain people are over.
What the fuck?
Well, because, like, you know, we've got, like, parents of children that come to our home at this point. So, like, we can't just have a suicidal clown all the time.
That's fair, I guess. That's fair.
But,
do you guys care enough to actually, like, take it down and up again, though? That's the thing I don't get.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, boy.
But, you know, if you go in there and you're like, oh, that made me uncomfortable that Abraham Lincoln was watching me pee, then you can be like, you have a problem with our President Abraham Lincoln, and then nobody could argue with it, really. You know?
Yeah. You know what you need to add to that bathroom is a smaller picture of John Wilkes Booth, like in the corner.
Like put him on the other wall.
Just put him on the other wall, and he's just like, "Here, fucking come!" Like
that's, dude. I'm gonna pitch that to Yannika tonight. That's actually a really good idea.
Why like, am I feeding this? Why am I feeding this?
Sitting there with a gun.
yeah. Or like wherever the Lincoln one is, you have him like right behind the Lincoln photo off to the side, like fucking. Oh boy.
Oh, that's so stupid. What the fuck? What do we got?
I don't know. You tell me.
What else is this episode about today, Joe?
How you feeling about the Drum Island? We're on Drum Island, Eric. One Piece.
I am that little. Oh, we can't. So this is an interesting thing because now we are lagging behind.
Whatever.
People see.
That doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter. Chopper talk briefly. I've met.
He briefly saw Chopper. Yes.
And we'll talk about this on the Phase piece every Monday and Friday. But
yeah,
I noticed when I was, because last Sunday is usually when we record all this stuff, I had not finished the following episode for Phase Piece. And we watched more episodes, and Nami was sick, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I got off immediately with you and started finishing up that episode, and I realized Nami had a fucking bug bite.
Yep. She had a bug bite.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, buddy.
What?
I knew that was gonna be quick, and that but he's either gonna edit it and see it, but they're gonna explain it probably also. But
it surprised me. I was like, oh shit, now I know what's going on. And now I understand. I've also been editing this week, and I keep asking when Chopper's walking around on all fours, I'm like, why the fuck is he wearing little pants?
He's got to.
And now I know. I know why he's wearing little pants.
He wears little pants because of that. You gotta have decency. You gotta have decency.
It's because he's a weird little guy.
Yeah, did you notice that Chopper has a blue nose?
And not a red nose.
Yeah, but
Chopper
other...
blue nose
he's
reindeer.
the blue-nosed reindeer, yeah.
Does he have like a Christmas vibe the whole time? Is he constantly bringing up
Chopper?
Yeah. Does Chopper have a Christmas vibe?
His vibe is cute.
I just was hoping for more Christmas.
I lied to you.
Well, you didn't really lie to me because she flies in a fucking sleigh with
She flies in a sleigh with a reindeer that has a blue nose. I mean, like, it's pretty... For this world, that's pretty Christmassy. I can't...
Yeah. I mean, we got more Christmas than Jesus. You know? When I thought that was hysterical. They all thought it was really strange, the idea of walking on water. And I was like, oh shit, there's no Christianity in this world. Nice! That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, no. Oh, you're gonna... I can't wait till we get to Alabasta proper. I can't wait till we get to Alabasta proper. Proper. There's a lot of things that are gonna happen. Man, here's the thing. Because I was thinking about One Piece, right? And we're watching the dub. Hate us all you want. Fuck off. But... I know. You get up in arms about it every time. Don't worry about it. It's internet.
I'm going to do it again, but finish your thought first.
I was watching because there's an edit of One Piece out there that is actively being made constantly by people. Unfortunately, it's only the sub, Eric, but it's called One Piece.
Yes, yeah, I know of One Piece. Yeah,
I watched a side-by-side clip of one of their latest edits of a more recent episode, like still within the last 3 months, and holy shit, they skipped through so much bullshit. I was like, God, that's really nice. Fuck. Like I'm talking how like they've edited down some episodes to like 5 minutes. And I'm like, ooh, that's tasty.
We can do it, but I feel like there's some appeal to the,
No,
like,
we got to do it right. I feel like we need to do it right. Because they did a side-by-side comparison. I was watching some of the things that they cut out. And I'm like, okay, I understand why the shot was too long, but the shot was still good. You could have kept some of the shot in, but then it's hard to edit that. It was like a whole thing. I think you need to kind of watch it as it is. Yeah, that's just where I'm at.
I agree 100%. You know why? Because we're like a slice of life anime, Joe. We're like the slice of life anime of the One Piece reactors. Where you really got to get down to the fine details and be like, oh, are they making breakfast? Let's watch this shit.
Yeah, I mean, that is the shit you love. You love every time they just do mundane shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no, I mean, you get into it too, but like the mundane shit really is peak for you. And I can't help but agree. I love seeing the Straw Hats just being people.
I think it gives more weight when there's bigger things happening, you know?
Yes, it does.
So
the small moments make the bigger moments that much bigger. And as we go through the series, we lose small moments and get so many big moments that they become like something I want to eat up all the time. There's some filler arcs I have thought about us actually watching. We are going to watch a certain filler arc when we get to it. I have deemed that important because it has all the things I love about the Straw Hats, and it was like a decent arc. G5 for those who know.
G5 Summit.
G5. Nope, not Summit. Just no Summit. There's no Summit. There is a Summit, and when we get to the Summit, you will cry. But that's a different. You're gonna cry in this. Oh my god, we're about to do 6 episodes. He's gonna cry like a bitch. I'm excited.
Let me tell you, complain about the same thing that I've been complaining about. Imagine, Joe. Imagine if you will.
I'm imagining.
I say, hey, friend, I would love to go on this journey with you and watch a 1,000 episode anime. A 1,000 episode anime. I sure do hope that people will be supportive and like that we're getting into this thing, and that every fucking week of my life, some asshole comes in our comments section and goes, "You're not fucking watching it right, bro. Dumb shit, bro. What the fuck you do?" Who cares? Who cares? Let people enjoy shit. That's like listen, Futurama, and I started watching the new ones recently, and they're great.
Ooh, be careful.
What?
Don't talk about it.
Oh, because you haven't seen it?
SAG-AFTRA.
The SAG-AFTRA thing. Of course. No, we're not going to talk about... We're not promoting Futurama here. Fuck! Let me say this as a fan. I am a huge fan of Futurama. It's like if somebody was like, hey, I really like Futurama. I just started watching the new episodes. And I was like, that's not right. You're not doing it right. Did you watch the DVD commentaries 3 times? Did David Cohen explain why there's an X in his name? Because you're not a fan if you haven't seen that. Like, why would I do that? And I have watched the DVD commentaries at least 3 times each on the first run. But I would not do that to somebody because I want people to be interested in the thing that I'm interested in.
Dude, gatekeeping is just a thing that exists.
I hate
it's weird and it's dumb. It's just so weird and dumb. And sometimes I catch myself doing it because I'm human. But I try to hard course correct when that happens.
Yeah, I'm guilty of it too, for sure. So
Oh, absolutely, you are. What I think one of the best conversations I've had recently is I was outside of my locals, my Digimon locals, at in between matches of a tournament, talking to some people, and one of the guys is we were just talking about One Piece because we were excited because a certain episode dropped, and then right now in One Piece. Oh my fucking Lord. Oh, the animation is so fucking good. It's so fucking rad. But we were talking about it, and then we were talking about the inevitable, some people are just skipping everything to get to this episode because everyone was hyping it up, and they don't understand what's going on and everything that's happening or why it's such a big deal. And he was just talking shit about it. Back, being a weeb we were made fun of. Now everybody thinks they could just be a weeb. I'm like, are you gatekeeping being a weeb? Is that the thing we're talking about? That's a weird thing. I don't let them all be weebs. I don't care. He's like, but you don't understand. We had to really suffer. I'm like, I do understand, but who? He's like, I know I'm gatekeeping, but can I go off? I'm like, yes, go off. Just vent about it. I get it. And I was just this is wild.
But it's the same thing. Listen, man, it's the same thing as in high school that happened to me because they were the anime kids, and I'd be like, "Hey, what are you watching?" And I'd try to get into it, and they'd fucking be like, "Oh, no, you got to start here. You can't start here. You got to watch this." I was like, "What the fuck, man? I'm just trying to chill and be into the thing that you're into."
Here's the thing: they want you to be into the thing that they're into, but they want you to experience the exact same journey they did.
Yeah, right.
And they're like, no, you have to watch this because otherwise you don't understand how great it is. And if you watch it this way, it might not be as good, and then you're not going to like it, and you're going to stop. That's the mentality. It's, listen, me and friend of the channel, Kazooie Kevin, I think he's in a much different place now because at the end of the day, we've just hung out for so long, but we've had the sub versus dub debate many a time.
Oh yeah.
And of course he does the same he said the same shit that everybody when it comes to anime goes well, the sub is just better because the voice acting is just more emotional than American dub acting. I'm like, that's not entirely
It's not always
true.
the case.
That's not always the case.
Sometimes is.
It sometimes is, but also you have to admit that it's not the dub's fault that the animation of the characters is animated around the voice that was given it life.
Yeah.
They literally they have to do lip flaps and stuff. And I think it's a much harder job and a harder and I guess more not harder. It's a harder job and more satisfying experience in my eyes to see them be able to hit the emotional notes while dubbing over something. Not even having the animation fit the movement of how you would talk in a different language. I think it's hard. There are some dub moments in One Piece I know. I mean, let's talk about Nami and stabbing herself.
Thing. Yes.
Fuck, her voice was breaking. It was
intense.
Holy shit.
And you're right, to do that over something that wasn't intended for that specifically is impressive and worth checking out. I feel like it's Yeah, it just Hayao Miyazaki, like the greatest director of all time. When asked about dub versus sub, was like, watch it in your language. He was like, you're supposed to look at my movies, not read them.
Yes, that's... Don't read my movie. Look at my movie.
So, I don't know. It's like...
Listen to Matt Damon say, hey, I'm sorry, very briefly. You listen to Matt Damon.
But he shows up in Ponyo for about 5 seconds and then fucking leaves.
I love Ponyo.
Which
I
is,
love Ponyo.
that's one of the surprise. There's a lot of surprise Matt Damons out there, and that's one of them.
Gotta be careful about what we talk about, though.
That's just about Matt Damon and his life. Let's talk about Matt Damon's life.
I know.
Matt Damon, at the
Eric,
least,
actually, it looks like we don't have any more time in the show. We're gonna have to cut the Matt Damon stuff.
Matt Damon could not have possibly not known about Harvey Weinstein. There's no fucking way. He had to at least have turned a blind eye to some degree. And that's not cool, man.
That's assuming a lot.
He was close to
Holy shit.
Listen, all I'm saying is that if you were a serial rapist, I would have a hunch. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I would have a hunch.
Listen, people wear many different masks and are many different things.
Yeah,
and unless we have confirmed things, shouting weird stuff like that feels bad. Hey, editor Eric, you're gonna have to just bleep all of this up to this point.
I'm instead going to edit that sentence so that you say that I'm great. Say the word great.
Sublime!
Speaking of serenading women, don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. But
You've
I do
done
have...
that.
No, okay, see, I thought about this because I was
that.
like, have I... No, here's the thing. What I have done is I've been dating and I play the guitar, so I've been like, hey, look, I learned this thing. Like, doing it with the intention is a little different, I think.
It's the same thing.
It might be.
It's the same. And also, I guess it's different as in, like, how you do it. Because
right.
A specific thing said, mind if I just stare uncomfortably at your eyes for too long while like, that's... No, yes. Don't do that.
And that can happen, too.
Uh-huh.
But I did learn the B song. Do you want to hear it?
I would love to hear the B song. Guys, it's time for the Chat GPT B song.
We
by
said
Kesha?
Last week. It's not by anybody. And here's the thing that I learned, because I didn't learn the B song so much as I took a glance at this and then realized that it has the same chords for the chorus and the verse and mostly the bridge. Which you can do.
You can do.
It's also just bad because here, I'm gonna put my soul into this. I'm gonna serenade you, Joe.
Yes, please.
Let's see. It's this. It's just this over and over again. In fields of green where flowers bloom, a fear takes hold, a dreaded gloom. That buzzing sound that fills the air, my heart races in great despair. Ooh. Get ready for the chorus. I'm deathly afraid of bees. Their stingers bring me to my knees, but I'll face my fears and try to see a world where I can live, be free. I gotta scroll. Their stripes so bold, their wings so fast, I tremble when they fly past. But deep inside, a hope remains to overcome these haunting chains. I'm deathly afraid of bees. Their stingers bring me to my knees, but I'll face my fears and try to see a world where I can live, be free. Wait, hold on, here's the bridge. It goes on forever, Joe.
Be free! Breathe. Coming to iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube Music soon.
You didn't even let me do the bridge.
Please do the bridge.
I'll breathe and count to 10. Find strength from deep within. With courage I will stand. Embrace the world so grand. One more time, Joe!
Yeah!
I'm deathly afraid of bees. Their stingers bring me to my knees. But I'll face my fears and try to see a world where I can live.
Be free. Eric,
It's
God, that was beautiful, my friend. That was absolutely beautiful. Everybody, thank you for spending some of your time with us. I hope that you can live a world that's be free. Coming
actually, that's
soon
really bad.
to
You should say protect the
coming
bees.
soon to iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube Music. Maybe we'll even drop the music video if that gets enough downloads. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I just love when I took a second glance at that, because I was like, oh, it wrote chords. And I was like, oh, it wrote the same chords
You're still recording.
over and over.